out with their week 4 power ranking.
Yes.
So I'm going to read them off to you guys, and then we're going to trash this list. Okay, it's terrible.
There's only one reason y'all want to trash the list.
No.
So it's not just that. It's not just that.
I think mine's changed too, Marcus. So it ain't just that.
So they have the Eagles ranked at number 1, previously number 3. The Buffalo Bills ranked at number 2, previously number 1. The Miami Dolphins ranked at number 3, previously number 8. The Green Bay Packers at number 4, previously ranked at number 5. The Kansas City Chiefs are ranked at number 5, previously ranked at number 2. The Los Angeles Rams are ranked at number 6, and they were ranked at number 6 last week. The Baltimore Ravens are ranked at number 7, previously ranked at number 10. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are ranked number 8, previously ranked number 4. And the Minnesota Vikings ranked at number 9, previously ranked at number 2. And round out the top 10 is
number 11. Previous rank was number 11.
I'm sorry, previous rank was number 11. The number 10 ranked team is the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were previously ranked at 12. So, Brian, I'll let you start this one off. Give us your order.
Okay, so my biggest beef is with number 1. I do believe that Miami should be number 1 over Philadelphia based on the talent and the teams that they played. Philadelphia played the Lions, the Commanders, and the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings are the only team that might, be in the running for the playoffs or something. I mean, well, actually, I take that back because the Lions are actually playing pretty good, but none of those teams were like we were scary or had them ranked fairly high. The Dolphins beat I just went off the top of my head. The Dolphins just beat Baltimore, Buffalo. No, they didn't beat Buffalo. They did beat Buffalo. They didn't beat Baltimore. They beat Buffalo, and who else?
Baltimore and who was the first week?
Forget who the first one.
I cannot remember. I keep going. I'll look up for you.
Okay, so I mean, out of there, everybody knows that the Bills are destined. New England. The Bills are destined to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody knows that. That the Miami actually played higher competition, especially with the Baltimore game. I mean, they had to come back from such a far distance, and we all pretty much agree that more than likely Buffalo is going to be in the playoffs, Baltimore is going to be in the playoffs. So on that alone, I'd like to flip those two. The other issue, of course, you guys know I have is I don't understand how a team with a lower record is ranked higher than the other team. So number 9. Number 9.
Well, give us your list.
Give us your order. Do you?
I didn't do a list. I just did the ones I didn't like.
Okay.
Ain't you the one put the story in there, and then you said we was gonna list our order, and then you didn't list your order?
Can list it. I just didn't want to list it.
Herman, next time make him last. But go ahead.
Yeah, I would have. Basically, if I know he's gonna do it like this.
Basically, Tennessee should not be ahead of the Cowboys. The Niners should not be ahead of the Cowboys. The Bengals, who the Cowboys beat, definitely should not be ahead of the Cowboys. So the Cowboys should be number 10.
The Bengals should be not ahead of a lot of people. So.
Right. So the Cowboys should be number 10, and then y'all can play it out the rest of the way y'all want.
All right. So now let's go to somebody who actually did a list. Hey, Mark.
I definitely agree with Brian with the number 1 being the Dolphins. From what the victories they've gotten, the teams they played, they definitely deserve it. Well, my number 1 is the Dolphins. Number 2, the Eagles. Number 3, I have the Baltimore Ravens. Number 4, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 5, I have the Buffalo Bills. Number 6, I have the Green Bay Packers. Number 7, I have the Dallas Cowboys. Number 8, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 9, I have the LA Rams. And rounded out, Minnesota Vikings at number 10. But I agree with you on that one, Brian, as far as how you have somebody with a losing record, less than the other team, be ahead of you. I don't.
How come you put Tampa Bay above the Cowboys above Tampa Bay?
I did. Y'all win. I mean, y'all won.
I mean, but Tampa beat us.
True, but Tampa.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I love your list, but
you guys seem to be on the more upcline than what Tampa is right now. So that's why I ended up putting you all up there
with a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So, all right, go ahead, Marcus.
So both Brian and Mark stole my glory. I do have Miami ahead of the Eagles as number 1 because, like Brian said, who they played. I mean, they beat the Ravens and the Bills. that counts for something when you're beating somebody who's expected to be in the Super Bowl this year. And the Ravens are definitely a great team and expected to make the playoffs. So then I got Miami number 1, number 2 the Eagles, number 3 Buffalo, number 4 the Chiefs, number 5 Green Bay, and this is where y'all gonna roast me. Number 6 the Browns, number 7 the Vikings, number 8 the Titans, number 9 the Giants, number 10 the Jaguars.
What the?
Can I ask you a question real quick, Marcus?
Yes, sir.
Who has the Jaguars played?
It doesn't matter. They 2-1.
They just beat the Chargers.
Yeah, they did just beat the Chargers, but
they did beat the Chargers.
Okay,
they did.
Right.
So that's why the Jaguars are there, and I can't believe we put the Vikings in that mix. But aside that one blowout by the Eagles, they've been looking pretty good, and the Browns. They kind of impressed me last week. Sorry, Mark, but they kind of impressed me last week. They do have number 1 rushing game in the league, so that's why they're there. And obviously, you see Tampa Bay is not there. I think Tampa Bay is done, to be honest with you. Tom Brady, no Tom Brady. He's not looking like he used to.
has no receivers.
Yeah,
true.
His receivers are coming back.
Yeah.
Well, when they come back, then we can.
They'll be back. He got Evans coming back this week, so
yeah. So I'm gonna give y'all my list because these weekly power rankings, they need to stop just changing them weekly. Like they're not projecting with these power rankings. So I have the Bills still at number 1. I have Miami at number 2.
You got the Bills number 1?
Yes, I have the Bills at number 1. They lost one game. It was a hiccup game. They actually could have beat Miami. So I have the Bills at number 1. I have Miami at number 2. I have the Chiefs at number 3. Y'all gonna put some respect on them Rams at number 4, okay? They were the Super Bowl champions. We're gonna respect the Rams at number 4. I got the Ravens at number 5. I got the Bucks at 6, the Eagles at 7, the Packers at 8, the Cowboys at 9, and the Vikings at 10.
I don't see how.
I don't see. Yeah, so Miami beats
your
right.
I'm not biased. I'm looking long term. I'm not looking about.
We talking about this week.
Just happened.
This week.
No bias is showing. This is the
Miami
power,
and the Eagles should be 1 and 2.
Miami no way. Should be 1 and 2. The Eagles have not played anybody.
It doesn't matter. You play who's
no. I'm looking at if I match up the Bills and the Eagles, I'm taking the Bills. If I match up Miami and the Eagles, I'm taking Miami. If I match up the Chiefs and the Eagles, I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking these teams over the Eagles. No, I'm not. I'm not. The Eagles.
I'm not saying I wouldn't take who you said take, but you act like it's a done deal. Eagles.
No, you know why the Eagles look so good? Because the Eagles were so bad last year. That's why they look so good now. This is 3 games in.
And that's what we're talking about. 3 games
are not the top team in the NFL. They're not the top team in the NFL. The Eagles.
They are. They're undefeated.
They are not.
They're undefeated.
They're telling me right now, if the Bills play the Eagles, you're taking the Eagles?
Probably not.
See,
but I will admit it's very possible Philly can beat the Bills. They could.
I think your pause alone tells me that they're not number 1. Because if
they're undefeated, the Bills not undefeated.
If they're number 1, like remember the year
number
that
2,
the Chiefs were running all up and down the field on people?
That was 2 years
and
ago.
You would be like any year that year when the Chiefs were ranked number 1, if you said I'll take whoever against the Chiefs, you immediately would say the Chiefs. You're not immediately saying the Eagles because they're not as good as you don't believe that they're that good.
Well, yeah, but in
this
the
week
context,
they are. I mean,
in the same context, if you put the Eagles up against the Rams, I'm picking the Eagles.
I'm picking the Rams.
Hey Herman, the only thing I had to argue with you about is there's only 2 teams that's undefeated right now in the NFL, and that's Miami and the Eagles.
And just because I might not,
they still not.
And the only reason I'm not picking the Eagles to beat those teams you listed is because those teams have been good for a while.
And that's why, exactly why the power ranking should not be just off week by week by week.
But it is a week by week power ranking.
So, but what I'm saying is if this week, if you took this week, and the Bills had to play the Eagles, who are you picking?
I'm picking the Bills.
So why are the Eagles number 1?
Because even though I would pick the Bills, I fully believe I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Eagles beat them.
Because the Bills lost to Miami. Last week when we made our picks, you picked the Bills over Miami. Miami beat them.
They did.
So
But
I mean,
week,
how does a team jump it in your mind if they beat them head up and they still don't get their respect from them?
Because if they played again this week, I'd still take the Bills.
Hey, Herman.
Against who?
Against Miami.
Herman, it sounds like you're hating against the Eagles.
No,
he's
I'm
biased.
not.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
but
telling
I mean,
you
it's actually he's not a big fan of Miami either.
I'm just telling you that if out of the teams I put on top of the Eagles, I believe that those teams could beat the Eagles this week.
If they might. They might. They very well could. But
so that's my power ranking.
We talking about right now. They 3-0.
That's what I said. I said this week. If the Eagles had to play any of those teams I put on top of them, I believe those teams would beat them. That's how many teams I believe would beat the Eagles. If I was being biased against the Eagles, I would put the Cowboys above them. So I'm not being biased. I'm going off of who I think could beat the Eagles this week. And I truly believe that the Bills, Miami, the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Ravens, maybe I should put them above the Bucs because the Bucs couldn't beat them unless they had their full arsenal. But that's who I believe could beat could beat the Eagles this week. So, I'm not just going off of who beat who last week. I'm going off of who could beat who this week.
Well, that counts.
I mean, if that's the case, your rankings would never change.
Not necessarily. If a team starts to if a team starts to decline and they're on the down, but I still I don't see the Bills. Even though the Bills lost,
Marcus, it's his ranking. He can make his ranking how he wants.
Even though the Bills lost,
it's in his mind.
I just don't see. I don't see them slipping. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, I don't see the Bills slipping. I don't see the Bills slipping either. I mean,
so y'all think the Bills run the table the rest of the year?
No, I'm just saying I don't see them starting to decline. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like you can lose a game and not be in decline. Everybody gonna lose eventually. You can lose a game and not be in decline.
But I just haven't seen the Eagles beat anybody either. That's really worth, sorry, not. I mean, that's just.
I guess I want just before I let you go real quick. How come Cincinnati's not higher?
Why would they be when they're
because you said put respect on the Rams because they won the Super Bowl. But Cincinnati was right there and had an opportunity to beat the Rams in the Super Bowl.
But the Rams are still good right now.
Right, but I'm talking about Cincinnati beat Buffalo. They beat your Kansas City Chiefs last year in the playoffs. Your whole thing is based on the past.
No, it's not. I just said to you, put respect on the Rams because the Rams are better than what they're putting on the field.
No, you said because they won the Super Bowl. You can't be better than what you put on the field.
No, but what did I do? What did I just say though? I said if you take this week and I take the Bengals against the Bills, who's winning that game?
The Bills.
The Bills. Miami's beating the Bengals. The Chiefs.
But then again, in the playoffs, you probably thought the Bills were going to beat the Bengals last year too. I know I did.
But again, this is the
and you know I don't like root for the Bengals at all because I don't want Mike hearing that I say that the Bengals got some talent.
You don't want to hear nothing about no.
Tell me, you like rooting for the Steelers but more so than the Bengals, don't you? Mike Tomlin.
Let's not get crazy. We probably need to move on, y'all. It's 8:30.
Yeah, let's move on. But that's my rankings, and I'm sticking with them. Right.
Thank you for watching this clip from The Lev Game. You can find us on YouTube at The Lev Game, on Facebook and our Facebook group, The Lev Game. We're also on Twitter, The Lev Game 3, and on Instagram at the official The Lev Game. Once again, thank you for watching this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.